Ben had done a story about these movers, and he tracked them down to their house.
I got to give just a slight, tiny.
Yeah, I was going to say. Here's where I'm going to hand it off to Ben.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, you're handing it off now.
Yeah.
So we had a reporter who's now a reporter, I think in San Diego, but he was for some time, and his name is John Madison. He is a brilliantly skilled investigative reporter, but he'd never been on TV, and he wasn't quite ready to go on TV. He's on now, and he sort of dug up the story of these movers who, I mean, there was a Trump-like quality to them in the brazen nature of their crimes. I mean, they would take your stuff, they would promise a price, and then they either wouldn't deliver your stuff ever, or they would, and then when you complained, they'd be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be $9,000. And you'd be like, you were gonna do this for $850 or $1,800. Like, yeah, it's $9,000. And then if you called to complain, somebody'd call, and then they'd come to your house and with lead pipes and threaten you. An old man with a cane, they knocked the cane out, knocked him over. They'd come back and they'd show up at your house and they'd be like, oh, here's your stuff. Your TV costs $400 for us to take it off the truck. And so they were extortionists. And so he threw it, and they had shell companies and used different names, and they were intimidated. They were mobbed up, their own kind of mob, Russian mob. And
Russiagate.
Yeah, that's right, Russiagate. So John tracked him down, but John wasn't ready to be on there, so he really handed it off to me to take it from there. But he had done the real quality investigative work, and I went and found this guy, drove around, went to the address we had for this dude, and nobody was there. And so we then looped around again, and I'm such a non-Mike Wallace type. I say this every time, but it was in my head, like, we're gonna find this guy, and it's gonna turn out that it's his brother-in-law who's been doing all this, and he's been getting the crap for it because this is a nice neighborhood up in Fort Lauderdale area, Broward County. So then we drive around the block and we see these guys somebody out front of the house, and we circle back, and I go, well, maybe that's them. And by the time we got back, I asked the neighbor, and the neighbor's like, oh yeah, that guy owns a moving company. And they were inside, and the house was sort of shut down. And I knocked on the door, and nothing. I knocked again, and the cameraman is in the street, and I have a microphone that's connected wirelessly. Knock on the door. Finally, he answers it. He goes, "What?" I go, "Hey, I'm with Whammy TV. I know you never heard of it, but we're doing the story about these sort of extortionist movers, and it's tracked down to this address, and I just want to get your thoughts. Maybe this isn't a member of your family. I'm doing everything wrong, right?" And then eventually he says, "Come." Goes like this. He goes, come in." And he comes in. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I don't know where the tape picks up, so I want to see, maybe that's where it picks up. So since we found the tape, you want to run it now, Ben?
Oh yeah, sure. I saw it. I thought we just had that end of it. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what it is. I'll fill it in. Okay. Son of a bitch. So that's just the tail end. Yeah. So, but I was right there. So I said, and he says, "Come in." And he mentioned with his finger like that, and I stepped in, and he reached back like into another room. It was like this, but it was an off room, and then I was like, oh, he's going to show me the paperwork that it's his brother's. I don't know why that was in my head the whole time. And then he kind of comes around and he swings down, and it's my phone, but it looked to me like he had a gun, and I thought this was channel 69, Whammy. I was like, I am going to get killed doing a story that's not even mine. For channel 69. It's not even a network affiliate. All those thoughts can go through your mind. I go, what? How lame is this? I'm 34 years old. I'm gonna get shot for channel 69. And then I was like, already you're thinking, will he shoot me again after he hits me? Like, I'm gonna get out the door, and will he shoot me like a dog? Who would shoot a dog like that? Will he shoot me like a dog in his yard? Right? And then I look, and I'm like, oh, he's bringing the thing down. It's not a gun. It's like a lead pipe. Fantastic. And then he hit me right below the butt in the back of the leg. And that's where you see this. Okay. Son of a bitch. And that's our cameraman shooting. And I think I throw the mic. I hurl the mic away at some point. And yeah, he hit me in the back of the leg.
All right. We're almost.
He was like, by the way, 6'4", 310 easily.
So we're almost out of time here in this episode, but so how relieved were you in the? It's amazing the amount of thought you can squeeze into half a second, right? So that you just explained the half second pre getting hit, post getting hit. How relieved were you, and how long did it take for the bruise to go away?
Oh, as soon as I recognized the thing, the relief came. Like, he's not going to kill me. I mean, he might hit me in the head, but I probably get out of here. Like, I'm running out and he's hitting me with something, and I'll make it to the street. And my odds of dying just went down from 31% to like less than 1. Like, all that was sort of. And then when I realized when I'd been hit, and of course, I mean, he wasn't trying to kill me, or he would have hit me in the head. I mean, he was going for my leg. So don't get mad at that guy. He was, so I felt enormous relief, and then shortly thereafter, intense pain.